Hola, welcome to Ida's Kitchen. Bienvenidos. My name is Ida Lugo McAllister, and I am going to demonstrate how to prepare stewed corned beef guisado. Corned beef does not contain corn. The name refers to the size of the salt crystals, corn kernel size, that was applied to the meat to preserve it. This was the British dry curing method to prevent the meat from spoiling. The same technique was used for the codfish imported to Puerto Rico by the British. Today, the canned corned beef is mainly brined, a wet cure. The meat, usually a brisket, is soaked for 5 to 7 days in a brine salt solution. There are many brands for the canned corned beef that you can select at the supermarket. Let's start with opening the can of corned beef. The canned corned beef comes with a key attached on the side. I am going to carefully remove the key from the metal tab, and hopefully the tab won't break. I like to peel off the label so I can see the metal tab and the metal strip when opening the can. The key has a slit. Insert this metal tab into the slit and turn clockwise to wrap tightly around the key. Once you wrap the metal tab around the key, you continue turning until the metal strip is lifted from the can. The metal strip is completely removed. Lift the lid and place meat in a bowl. Be careful of the sharp edges around the lid, can, and metal strip. Using a table knife, remove the corned beef from can. I like to break down the meat with a fork before cooking it. Now this is optional. Since the corned beef is high in sodium, I will not be adding any salt to this dish. When we stew our food items, we usually add a seasoning envelope with annatto and coriander to add color and flavor. However, this seasoning packet is also high in sodium. For this recipe, I prefer to use annatto oil to add color, and for the seasoning, I will be using adobo without salt. If you do not have annatto oil, then use 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil along with 2 to 3 teaspoons of paprika. I will post a link for how to prepare annatto oil in the comment section of this YouTube video. Let's prepare the oil-based sauce. In a large skillet, pour 2 tablespoons of annatto oil, add 2 tablespoons of sofrito made with culantro, a half a teaspoon of minced garlic, 2 tablespoons of tomato sauce, 3 sprigs of chopped cilantro, and 1 teaspoon of adobo, salt-free. Stir all the ingredients until well blended and simmer for 2 minutes. We can now add the corned beef along with 2 ounces of water. Coat the corned beef completely with the oil-based sauce. Since the corned beef is going to release some fat during cooking, I am not going to add any more water at this point. The last step is to add 1 medium-sized peeled potato cut into cubes. Mix the cubes of potato into the corned beef mixture. Cover skillet with lid and simmer for 20 minutes, stirring occasionally. Before I stir the stewed corned beef, you can see some liquid in the saucepan due to the rendered fat. Stir and simmer until the potatoes are tender. After 20 minutes of simmering, I am going to check this piece of potato for doneness. Yes, it is tender. The stewed corned beef is ready. The stewed corned beef is usually served with fried ripe plantains, maduros, white rice, and slices of avocado. You can add more oil or water to the stewed corned beef, depending on the consistency that you prefer for this dish. Okay, let's taste this stewed corned beef. The corned beef has a creamy texture. The potatoes are very tasty since they have absorbed the flavors from the oil-based sauce. You have the carbs with the white rice and the protein with the meat. An excellent combination. ¡Qué rico! I hope you have enjoyed watching my YouTube video on how to prepare stewed corned beef guisado.